Hi soulmate, I welcome you all back to my YouTube channel. Today's video I'll be showing you guys how to cut this stylish Victorian corset with front placing bar. If you are new here, you're highly welcome, and to my 10 subscribers, thank you guys for your support. So let's dive right into the pattern drafting. So I've gone ahead to chalk down my normal basic block. As you can see, I have my pattern on fold. So make sure you fold your pattern into two, and right here I have my bust, my under bust, my waist and my top line. So first, from the starting, that is from the upper part, I'll go wide and chalk down half of my shoulder measurement. My shoulder is 16 inches divided by 2. I have 8. I'll chalk it down. So from that 8, I'll come down by 1 inches for my shoulder slope. And from the 1 inches, I'll go wide and come down by 8 inches for my armhole. So I'll go wide and connect from my shoulder slope down to my armhole, okay? So this is my armhole. So next, I'll go ahead and measure from my shoulder down to my armhole. What I have there is 9 inches, okay? So I'll chalk it down here also. I'll chalk it down here also. Then I'll rule out a straight line over here. So this line here now is my chest line, okay? Also known as my armhole line. So this is what I have. I'll write it down, my chest line. So next, I'll go ahead and divide my armhole line into 2, okay? My armhole is 8 inches. I'll go ahead and get the midpoint, and from that midpoint, I'll come in by 0.5. Then I'll connect it this way to the upper part. So next, I'll divide my bust circumference into 4, and I'll chalk it down. Then I'll go wide and connect it this way. I'll cover out my armhole line, okay, to that point, and this is what I have, okay. So next, I'll go wide and divide my nipple to nipple line into 2. My nipple to nipple is 8 inches divided by 2. I have 4 inches. I will chalk it down from my bust line down to my full length. So next, on my under bust, I'll come out on both sides by 1 inches. I'll repeat the same process on my waist and down to my full length, okay? 1 inches on both sides. If you're very busty, go ahead and use 1.5 inches. Then I'll connect them this way. Then I'll use my curve ruler and connect it to my bust line this way, okay? So next, for my over bust, I'll go ahead and come up by 2 inches from my chest line. I'll come up by 2 inches this way, and I'll connect the lines this way. So next, I'll go ahead and chalk down half of my bust span measurement on it, and I'll connect it down this way. So for my over bust tightening on both sides, I'll come out by 0.5 on both sides. Then I'll connect it down. Okay, this is for my over bust tightening, and this is what I have. Okay. So next, I'll divide my bust circumference into 4. I will chalk it down. Then measure out my dart and I'll replace it back, okay? My under bust, I'll divide my under bust circumference into 4 plus my 2 inches dart. I will replace it back. My waist, I'll divide my waist circumference into 4 plus my 2 inches dart. I'll chalk it down. So my top length, I'll be making use of my hip circumference divided by 4 plus my 2 inches dart. I'll replace it back, okay? Make sure you place your darts back, okay? Then I'll connect them this way. Using my curve ruler, I'll connect from my waist down to my full length, okay? And this is what I have. So next, I'll go ahead and chalk down my neck width. I'll make use of neck width 3.5 inches. And I'll connect it down to my shoulder slope this way. Okay, then I'll use my curve ruler to connect it to my over bust, okay? Connect it down to my over bust this way. Can you see? And this is what I have. Okay. So next, from my bust line, I'll come down by 1 inches for my side dart, okay? For your side dart is the difference between your shoulder to waist of your back and the shoulder to waist of your front. Mine is 1 inches, okay? And I took it out here. I came down by 1 inches from my bust line. And this is what I have. So now I'll go ahead and trace out whatever I have on this part on the other side, okay? So this is what I have after I was done doing that. I have my full front pattern here, okay? This is what I have. So now I'll go ahead and alter the down part. From my waistline on this part, I'll come down by 5 inches. Okay, this is for the curve at the down part. Then I'll connect it to the midpoint. But before then, I'll go ahead and blend in my dart. Make sure you blend in your dart, okay? Just watch what I'm doing. Blend it in this way. Make sure the lines align very well. Then I'll go ahead and curve it out, okay? Curve it to your midpoint. This is the midpoint, and then I'll stop. Then from this other side, I'll come down by 5 inches also. Blend in my dart this way. Make sure the lines are equal, okay? Then I'll curve it down to the midpoint. And this is what I have. Can you see? So make sure you blend in your darts before covering out this part. Okay, so this is what we have. Can you see? They are all equal. This is what we have at the down part. This is the shape at the down part. Okay. So next, from the midpoint, that is from this point, I will go in by 2 inches to the right, and I'll go in by 2 inches to the left this way. Then from the midpoint at the down part, I'll come up by 2 inches. Okay. Then I'll use my curve ruler to connect the both sides. Just watch what I'll be doing. Connect this part and also connect the other side. And this is what I have, okay? This is for my lacing bar. So next, I'll be taking out 4 inches from my waist, and 4 divided by 4, I have 1 inches, okay? So I'll go ahead and take out 1 inches from this side of my waist. So I'll measure what I have in between this side. Okay, I'll measure it as whatever I have, I'll get the midpoint. So this is the midpoint. Then I'll draw a straight line to my oval bust this way. And this is what I have. So on the both side of my waist, I'll come out on both sides by 0.5. Then I'll connect it this way to the upper side. Come out on both sides of your waist by 0.5. So 0.5 plus 0.5 is 1 inch. So on this side, I've taken out 1 inches from my waist, okay? Then I'll connect it down this way. So on this other side also, I'll take out 1 inches from my waist. I'll get the midpoint of it this way. Then connect it this way to my oval bust. Then on the both side, I'll take out half inches from the both side. Then I'll connect it to the upper side this way. Then I'll connect it down. So on this side now, I've taken out 1 inches, making it 2 inches, okay? So this is what I have, guys. So this is all for the front pattern drafting. So I'll go ahead and cut it out, okay? Just watch the way I'll be cutting it out. I'll open up my dart. So I was meant to blend in my side dart, so I'll do it now. Okay, I was meant to blend it in before cutting it out, but I'll do it now. Okay, blend it in this way. Just watch the way I'm cutting it out. Cut out my dart. So at this point, guys, if you haven't yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do to subscribe, like, comment, and also share. Okay, please, guys, subscribe. Okay. So here I'll go ahead and blend in my dart, and I'll cut it out this way. And this is what I have after I was done cutting it out, guys. Okay, this is what I have. Can you see? This is the front pattern. So the center piece of this front pattern is into 2 places. Okay, we have it into 2 places. We have the inner part of it. So I'll go ahead and use the center piece to trace out the inner part of it. Okay, I'll cut out exactly what I have on the upper part. Okay, just watch what I'll be doing now. Trace it out. So this is what I have, okay? So now I'll go ahead and cut out this part. Just the upper part, okay? Just the upper pattern. Leave the down part. I'll cut out this part. And this is what I have, okay? So this part now is the inner part of it, okay? We have the center piece into two places. So here, right here, I have it into two places. So now on the side of the front, this side, I'll cut it into two. I'll attach one to this part and the other one to the other side, okay? And this side also, I'll cut this part into two, attach one to this side and the other to the other side. So this one, that is the side of it, will be one piece, okay? I'll cut it just one, okay? And this is the yoke, and this is what I have. This is the front pattern drafting. So let's go over to the back pattern drafting, guys. So here is my back pattern. I have my bust, my waist, and my full length. So my back pattern, my shoulder to waist of my back is 16 inches, while that of my front is 17 inches, because I took out 1 inches from the side of my front. So I'll go ahead and chalk down my shoulder measurement, that's half of it, and from that half, I'll come down by 1 inches for my shoulder slope, and from that 1 inches, I'll come down by 8 inches, sorry, for my armhole. So I'll go ahead and connect it this way. So I'll measure from my shoulder down to my armhole. I have 9 inches, and I'll measure it out here also. Now look at the straight line. So this line over here is my chest line, okay? This is my chest line, and this is what I have. So next, I'll go ahead and chalk down half of my nipple to nipple measurement, which is 4 inches. I'll track it down from my chest line down to my full length. Then I'll rule out a straight line from my chest line down to my full length, and this is what I have. So on the both side of my waist, I'll come out by 0.5. Then I'll connect it to my chest line this way on both sides. Then I'll connect it down to my full length. Okay, and this is what I have. So next, I'll go ahead and chalk down the circumference of my bust, divide by 4. I'll chalk it down. My waist divide by 4 plus my 1 inches that I'll replace it back, okay? Then on my full length, I'll be making use of my hip circumference divide by 4. I will chalk it down. After that, I'll connect them this way. This is what I have, okay? So next, I'll go ahead and divide my armhole into 2. Get the midpoint, come in by 0.5. Then I'll connect it this way to the upper part. Then I use my curve ruler and curve it out to meet my bust line, okay? And this is what I have, guys, okay? So next, for my neck width, I'm making use of neck width 3.5 inches, okay? Then I'm connected to my shoulder slope this way. So next, I'm taking out 1 inches from this side of my pattern, as from my waist. I'll get the midpoint this way, connect it to my chest line, and down to my full length. So on the both side of my waist, that is this side, I'll come out by 0.5, making it 1 inches, okay? Then I'm connected this way to my chest line and down to my full length. So right here, I've taken out 1 inches from my waist, okay? This is 1 inches. I took out 1 inches from this side of my waist. So next, from my dark line, I'll come in by 0.5. I'll come in by 0.5, then I'll connect it this way to my neck width. This is my yoke, and this is what I have. So I'll come up by 1 inches from my chest line. I want to tighten this part a bit, okay? Then I'll connect it back to my chest line. So this part is graying out. So from the side of my pattern, I'll come down by the same 5 inches, and I'll connect it down to my full length. and this is what I have. Okay, so now for my lacing bar on my chest line, I'll come in by 2 inches, and my full length I'll come in by 1 inches. This is for my lacing bar. Then I'll connect it down. This is where I'll be inserting my eyelet, and this is what I have. So guys, this is all for the back pattern drafting, so I'll go ahead and cut it out. So this part is going out, and this is what I have. This is my back pattern. So thank you guys for watching. When cutting out my fabric, I'll add 0.5 to an allowance round. So see you guys in my next class. Bye.